Happy Mother's Day to all of the beautiful mothers in the audience and all of the beautiful mothers here in Orlando. Every day is Mother's Day for me. So I'm happy to be in that elite club of women called the Mother. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I want to encourage you to celebrate motherhood because it is a special, special gift. And I write about my 4 children. You all know me, maybe some of you only know me as Shaq's mom. But when people say, oh, that's Shaq's mom, I say, no, Shaq's mom, Latifah's mom, Aisha's mom, Jamal's mom, and then I have to tell you about my 14 grandchildren because I'm near mama too. But I'm so blessed, and when I came to Orlando, I was different than the person I am now. I have grown so much over the 18 years, and that's the story and the journey that I share in the book. You know, the book was meant to just share my journey, not give you all the juicy stuff. Now, I got plenty more of that didn't fit into those pages. I got a lot of stuff, but I wanted to share, first of all, the goodness of God, okay? Because when you look at me, you see something different than what I really was. I've come such a long, long way, and when I moved here and lived up on that hill up there, I call it a hill because it's up in Lake Mary. When I lived up there, I was not the person that you see now, and I'm so happy now, and I know I look good now, for real. But it was because of my mother, for one thing. My mother was a praying mother. And my mother prayed for me, I know, because I was out there. We lived in the military for 20 years. I was away from home for a lot of years, and away from home, didn't even have a telephone, no contact. But I know my mother was praying for me because I was in a mess. But I want to make a long story short, and I don't want to tell it all because I want you to buy the book and I want you to read it, but I just really want to share with you the goodness of God because I was brought up in a holiness church, and that title on the book, Walk Like You Have Somewhere to Go, that's serious, and it's a part of my life. When I was 12 years old, working and going to church every day, our grandmother took us to church Sunday, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday night at YPWW. We sold dinners on Saturday morning at the church. I didn't want to be at the church, and I'm going to be honest, but we had a woman pastor before it was even fashionable for women to be running the church. This little short lady, she was just a powerful woman, and she used to always call me, and when she called me, I had such an attitude, I didn't even want to be bothered about what she wanted. I didn't even care, but she would call me, and I think I took too long to get to her. She said, Lucille, walk like you have somewhere to go. Come here. And she would assign me to do things that I didn't want to do. I was the Sunday school secretary. I was singing in the choir. We were cleaning up in the kitchen. We doing everything. But when you're tall, now everybody tall can relate to this. You don't want to be tall. You want to be just like everybody else. And so you shy away from being in a crowd and you try to hide. And I never thought that I could get up in front of people to say anything. I didn't want to. I was shy. I was afraid. But after being in the church, the woman pastor, her name is Iola Hartsfield, she took a group of children and she began to teach them life skills. So she taught me how to stand up and be courageous. And I was 12 when I told God, I want to be a motivational speaker. And I held on to that because I knew that if I could say something to help somebody, because back then, you know, words were given. They say that sticks and stones break your bones, but words will never hurt you. That is a lie, because they can mess you up. So I told God, I want to be able to say something going to help somebody. So I make an extra effort to always instill something positive into my own children, first of all, and then my grandchildren, and then all of the young people that I meet. I have to tell them something. So throughout the journey, I dabbled in alcohol. When you have excess money, you can buy excess alcohol. And I think I drunk every good kind. The good stuff, Cabasse, E&J, the gin and juice, and the Naughty Head, and all of that up on the hill up there. But when the world began to take a good look at our family, Shaquille came to Orlando, and the world began to take a look at us and they say, oh, Shaq's mama this and Shaq mama that. I did not want them to even have the opportunity to say, look at Shaq mama with her drunk self. I had to pray real hard. I mean serious pray. Because I didn't want the world to see me as a failure. I talked to the Lord. I said, you got to take this from me. He delivered me. Now, when I can talk to you about that. And I only talk about what I know about that. But when I tell you God will deliver you from some things, I can tell you about that. And I talk about my faith in the book. And I talk about the fact that I had a dream. And that dream was to go to college. When Shaquille was born, I was fresh out of high school. It was a sin in our house to have a baby out of wedlock. Didn't want to be a mother, but it kicked in after a few months because here you have this baby, this real live baby, not a baby doll. Real live baby need to eat, drink, need to be clothed. Father didn't want to be a father, but it kicked in that I was a mother. I accepted that responsibility. I held on to it. So even over the years, when you go back and forth doing things you don't have any business doing, that motherhood still stays with you. I told God that I needed to straighten myself up, but I still held on to the dream. Didn't even know I was going to get to college. By the grace of God, my son kept instilling in me, Ma, you can do it. I'm going to help you. Jamal, Ma, you can do it. I'm going to help you. When Jamal left home, I said, ooh, it's my time now. Maybe I could go to college. And I did. I got into an adult education program. I went to school at night. I got a new truck. I traveled from Orlando to Bethune-Cookman. All right, Wildcats. And I made it to the classes. And some of the young people said, Miss Lucille, why are you here? I said, I'm here for the same reason you are. I want to get some education. And when you're talking to people about getting education, it doesn't make you feel good if you don't have any. So I never let that go. I'm talking to my children, trying to tell them, you need to get educated, you need to do this. And everything I told them they needed to do, I wanted to make sure that I did it. Because we have a saying in our family, you have to be able to walk it like you talk it. And so I needed to do that. When I graduated from Bethune-Cookman University, that was one of the happiest days of my life. And I'm still smiling about my college education. Because you know what? I remember where I was. And I'm so proud of the fact that I'm here now. That wasn't enough for me. I enrolled in school some more. I didn't have enough. So I went to the University of Phoenix and got a master's degree in organizational management. Well, I thank you for applauding, but I tell you what, I just want to say, and I'm a witness today, anything you want down in here, you can get. And that's what that book is about. You see the subtitle, it says from mental welfare to mental wealth. That mental welfare state of mind for me was when I depended on everybody else for my own happiness. And I had to stop doing that. Your happiness comes from here. It comes from within you. You cannot look to your mama to make you happy. She plays a part in your life. But ultimately, you have to dig deep down inside and pull out whatever it is down there and find your happiness. And I'm not here to throw religion or spirituality on anybody. I'm just trying to tell you about me and what I believe in. And I believe that a lot of people are visual, and so that they can see. I don't know how many of you saw me when I first moved to Orlando, besides this lady right here. And I don't even know if she see the difference, but there has been a difference. I share that journey with you in the book. Mentally, I'm good. I'm a treasure. It does not have anything to do with money. I'm rich in so many ways. And if I never ever see you again, just know that what I'm speaking to you today, it just comes from my heart. And when I say I love you, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I've learned that love is an action word. So I will never tell you that I love you and never be able to show it. So I'm glad that I had the opportunity to come and see you all today. So I promise everybody gonna get a hug when they leave now. Because I give out hugs, and I love to give out hugs. But I want to just say bless you, God bless you. And I want you all, especially the young people, if you have a dream, don't ever, ever let it go. I went back to school when I was over 40. It took that long, but I got there. So if you all have that dream, hold on to it for your whole life. You promise? Yes. You promise? Okay. God bless you. Thank you.